There is a large box that was just delivered by UPS sitting on my soon-to-be worked-on Silvertone color TV. That box weighed 49 pounds. Look at the size of that thing compared to my hand. It's a big box. Anyway, we're not going to open that up right now. We're not going to probably open that up till after the first of the year. But I want you to know it is a future project of some kind, and it involves the year 1869. For those of you who follow my vids, in the last Mish-Mash vid, you knew I bought an AM/FM 1962 Westinghouse plastic radio, and I just now sat out on the deck and did a lot of cleaning on it. And this thing had all original Westinghouse tubes, every one of them. So they're probably 100% original. This radio has never been touched. I like stuff like that. Anyway, it's all cleaned up, looking real good now. I took just a paintbrush and just kind of gently loosened up a lot of the dust all around in there. Spent about no more than 5 minutes getting it nice and loose. You can use a smaller brush than what I used. I just grabbed the first one I could find. Then I blew it all out with the air compressor, and then took each tube out of the socket and sprayed each of the sockets with some QD electronic cleaner. I get this stuff at Walmart in the automotive section. Works real good. Just spray down each socket, and then took the tube and run it in and out of the holes a couple of times while the cleaner was still in there. Then sprayed it out with the air compressor. Just took the old. I got one of these old jobbies right here. Just sprayed it down in there. Each tube I did that on. Then I cleaned the pins on the bottom of the tube using a brass bristle brush. I always get them at Walmart too. Just clean the pins up on the bottom of the tube, and then put them all back in there. Be careful when you wipe the tubes down, though. The printing will come off. Okay, the printing will come off, and sometimes it'll take the Westinghouse printing off, and sometimes it'll take the tube number off with it. So kind of clean around the tube numbers. Okay, just very gently. She looks real good now. Okay, the only thing that's I also sprayed the tuner real good. And I did not think this radio had, there was so much dust on it, I didn't think this radio had a dial string, and it sure does. Look, what do you see down in there? Look at there. Look at down in there, a dial string. The best stuff I've found that's cheap and does a really good job at cleaning these old plastic radios. And they really do spruce them up. This stuff is really good. It's Meguiar's Plastex. I buy it at Walmart. I thought I'd give it a try one day, and man alive, it's Meguiar's Plastex. It works really good. Also does those headlight covers too. Good stuff. Takes a little elbow grease, just kind of rub it around, get it nice and shiny. It's the kind of thing you don't do if you're in a hurry. Just kind of, sit out on the porch, relax, drink a cup of coffee. Get her nice and shiny. When she dries, you just buff her to a mirror-like finish. And it removes very fine scratches too. Look at that shine. Boy, I tell you can't beat that old Plastex. That stuff does such a good job. It's just like a mirror. Well, she's playing good now. It's been cleaned top, bottom, front, back, left, right. I've cleaned the volume control, the band switch, cleaned all the knobs, shined it all up. Even this glass got shined up, so it's nice and clear now. She's in great shape. What we're listening to right now is my AM transmitter in the house. Oh, Patsy Cline, she was so cool. Actually, this is Baby Boomer Radio you're listening to.
And it burns, burns, burns.
Here's the FM again.
The ring of fire, the ring of fire. The taste of love is sweet. When hearts.
Okay, I'm happy. $29.99. Heck of a deal. Well, good morning. I just got done walking the dogs, It's a nice, cool, brisk morning, and I'll tell you what, just sitting out here and having my morning cup of coffee with old Claudette. Let me introduce you to Claudette here. Claudette's my partner.
When I get older, losing my hair, many years from now.
Right now.
Will you still be sending me a Valentine, birthday greetings, bottle of wine? Live in the garden, dig in the weeds.
Claudette's our neighbor. She comes
Will you
over.
still need me? Will you still feed me when I'm 64?
Oh, to be 64 again, that would be nice, wouldn't it? You know, I don't like to talk politics, except in private with someone else. But I got to tell you, this mess in Washington has got, I've had it up to here. You know, the Democrats, the Republicans, the Independents, the President, the Vice President, all of them. They're disgusting people. Well, I don't know if they're disgusting people, but they're disgusting politicians, I guess is what I should say. But you know, this budget business and the shutdown of government, for you young folks out there, this is an old movie for guys like me. Guys our age, this is not a new release. This is old stuff. You know, I remember back in the 70s, we had I think it was the 70s, we had the same situation. There was a movement called Clean Sweep. Clean Sweep. Let's get rid of all the senators. Let's get rid of all the congressmen, the president. Just, you know, vote them all out of office and start with new people, brand new people. Oh, everybody went, oh yeah, that's what we need to do. We need to get rid of them. You know, we need to. Oh, and then it was like, except for our senator and our congressman, you know, ours are okay. You need to get rid of yours. You know. And that's what happened. And you know what? You know what went down? Nothing. Nobody got eliminated from Congress. No, nobody. Yeah, a couple of them maybe got voted out, but overall, the same rotten bunch stayed in there. It's just pathetic, you know. But you know, I have an answer for all of this. I have an answer that the clean sweep. We should call this the flush movement. We need to flush these guys, you know. Next election, I don't care if you're a Republican, a Democrat, Independent. I don't care what you are. Go in the booth, pull the handle for the other guy. I don't care if you've never heard of the dude. If he's running against an incumbent, vote for the other guy. Okay? For once and for all, can we maybe get rid of these guys? You know, John McCain and Harry Reid. You got to be kidding me. You know, Neanderthals, they've got to go. They're nothing but problems, you know. John Boehner, out of there. Barack Obama, gone. You know, all these, of course, he doesn't have to worry about being reelected again, you know, but let us not put another part of his remnant in there. Anyway, my solution is to gather all these guys up, you know, and that's what I think we should do with them. It was time to retire the old Kenwood TH28A. And it's been a good little radio. The problem is it's heavy. It's called a brick. You know, it's kind of a common term for a heavy old kind of 2-meter radio. It's an FM. It was just heavy. It was just too much of a hassle. And actually, it would not really hit the repeater in our area, which is run by our local ham radio club, our local amateur radio club. So, what I did was I bought me a new one. I waited a couple of years to see how this radio would perform. I saw other people who had bought them, and I finally broke down and I bought me one of these babies. Now, this is not a brick. This is a nice, light, durable, strong little dual band FM radio. It's called a Baofeng or Bofeng, or I don't know how you pronounce it. You know something? I don't care how you pronounce it. It's Baofeng. Baofeng. It's a UV5R with plus. Now you can get the black, which would look like this one here. You can get a black plain one, which is a UV5R, or you can get the black UV5R plus. I don't know what the plus difference is. Maybe it's got fancy grill work on it, then you get the color. I don't know. But if you buy the plain black one, it's only about $37 free shipping from Amazon. You might be able to find it even cheaper than that. It seems to me I saw one time for $31. This one here was free shipping also from Amazon, but because of the color and the fact that it's a plus, the total price was $43, which is still a heck of a deal. It comes with a a rubber case that you can slip it in, and a little carrying strap, which I don't mess with. And it comes with I had to buy a separate cable. You can program this using your computer, and it comes with a CD, but it sort of sets up a spreadsheet. And the program you use for that is Chirp, C-H-I-R-P. You can download the Chirp program into your computer, hook your your radio between the computer, hook your radio to the computer with that cable, and then call up the Chirp program. You can set up any kind of frequencies you want. And this is a headset that I can use, and that's about it. It came in a kind of a nice little box. I kind of liked it, It's amazing. It amazes me. I mean, think about this for a minute. This radio and all this stuff here, I got for $43, and it comes from China. Now, I stated a long time ago, when I find a good product that China makes, I don't mind buying it. I just don't want to buy their junk. And they have a lot of junk. Too much junk. But if it's a good solid piece of stuff, good solid electronics, I want to own it if it works right. So like I said, I waited 2 years to see if it's going to work. And everybody I know had nothing but good things to say about this little radio. So I went ahead and bought it. It is so neat. Yep. Just a great little radio. And it also has a FM, if I can figure out which way to do it here. It has let me see if I can get that to happen. I haven't quite figured out all the stuff for it yet. There we go. 105 The Wolf. It's a VHF UHF, and it's a ham band, and you need a license to get on those frequencies. But you don't need a license to listen, just to transmit, okay? Anyway, I thought it's got a little light on the top. You can turn it on. Let's see if I can figure out how that works. Got a blinking light. There we go. I think it's kind of cool. If I don't feel like listening to ham band, I can just turn on the Wolf 105.1. Wifey walked up to me and said, "Hey, Mr. Radio repairman, Mr. Radio restoration expert, and all that stuff. These are the shoes off my ice skating doll, and the sole's coming off. You can fix this. I know you can. You can do all things." Oh, God. I said, "All right, give them to me, and I will fix them just to prove that I can do it." So, I guess since I'm now in the shoe repair business, and I've already got one already glued with some of that epoxy gel, and I've got all my little clips around there, I'm going to make sure that these shoes look brand new again, or these ice skates is what they really are. So since I'm in the ice skate repair business, we'll go ahead and wrap this video up here. Until next time, folks, thanks for being here. This is John.